Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the New England Patriots taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Baltimore Ravens.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Offense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night, and all eyes on this man, their star wideout. And you like him a lot, don't you?
I certainly do. He's my kind of player. He's everything that I am not. He's intense, he's driven, he's passionate, the kind of guy where people say, I want him on my team, and I'm glad he's on my team.
Dude, I want you on my team.
Oh, you're awesome.
I'm serious. You're intense, you're driven. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This defense for the Pats, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Ravens had 14 and 2 heading into this final week, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their wins. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Tannehill. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, You use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now here come the Ravens.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific.
in this first half.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets past one man. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They juked him, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, 193 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now a toss going left. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And the Ravens taking the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A 2nd spin, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Owens, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the...
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
It's over, it's over, it's dominating.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Tannehill now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Tannehill. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Ravens,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New England,
it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.